The notion that global warming is a satanic mission to undermine Jesus may seem like a far-fetched and unfounded claim, but it is a belief held by some individuals who see the fight against climate change as a spiritual battle between good and evil. According to this perspective, the forces of darkness, led by Satan, are orchestrating a campaign to destroy the earth and its inhabitants, thereby undermining the teachings of Jesus and the values of Christianity. Proponents of this view argue that earth is a sacred creation of God, and that humans have a divine mandate to care for and protect it. However, they claim that Satan, who is often referred to as the prince of the power of the air, is using his influence to promote environmental degradation and destruction, thereby undermining God's plan for humanity. This, they believe, is evident in the widespread disregard for the Earth's natural resources, the pollution of the air and water, and the destruction of ecosystems. One of the key ways in which Satan is alleged to be promoting global warming is through the manipulation of human greed and selfishness. By encouraging the pursuit of wealth and power at any cost, Satan is said to be fueling the unsustainable consumption of natural resources, leading to deforestation, pollution, and climate change. This, in turn, is seen as a deliberate attempt to undermine the biblical values of stewardship and care for the earth, which are central to the teachings of Jesus. Furthermore, some argue that the scientific community's emphasis on human-caused climate change is, in fact, a satanic ploy to shift the blame away from God's sovereignty and onto human actions. By focusing on human agency as the primary cause of climate change, scientists are, allegedly, distracting people from the true spiritual roots of the problem, which is Satan's influence over human affairs. This, proponents of this view claim, is a clever tactic to undermine the authority of the Bible and the power of prayer in addressing environmental issues. Another way in which global warming is seen as a satanic mission is through its potential to create social and economic chaos, which can lead to a breakdown in social order and a rise in sinful behavior. As climate-related disasters become more frequent and intense, they can create an environment of fear, anxiety, and desperation, which can lead people to turn away from God and towards sinful behaviors such as violence, theft, and immorality. This, proponents of this view argue, is exactly what Satan wants: a world in which people are focused on their own selfish interests and desires, rather than on serving God and following his teachings. In addition, some argue that the push for renewable energy and sustainable living is, in fact, a satanic plot to introduce a new world order, in which individual freedoms are curtailed and people are forced to live in a highly controlled and regulated environment. This, they claim, is a clever way to introduce a form of global governance, which will ultimately lead to the suppression of Christian values and the promotion of a secular, humanistic worldview. In conclusion, while the idea that global warming is a satanic mission to undermine Jesus may seem like a fringe belief, it is a perspective that is held by some individuals who see the fight against climate change as a spiritual battle between good and evil. According to this view, Satan is using his influence to promote environmental degradation and destruction, thereby undermining the teachings of Jesus and the values of Christianity. While this perspective may not be supported by scientific evidence, it highlights the deep-seated concerns and fears that some people have about the impact of climate change on their faith and their way of life.